Hey guys, it is Megan up at Camp Sunshine, and tonight I am going to do yet another quick video about my chicken bone broth. Primarily because it's a really important tool that I use as far as staying healthy in regards to not getting colds or fighting off the flu, but also my gut health. That it creates so many wonderful things that are nutrients that my body needs. So I just figured I can never make enough of these videos because it really is super easy. So I started out, I've got the carcass with quite a bit of beef or meat still on it. I have got the greens from the beets we bought from Bear Creek Farm. I've got some celery. I've got carrots from Bear Creek, and then I have a whole bunch of onion stubs and skins that I, anytime I make anything with onions, I stick both the skins and the butts and the heads of them into a Ziploc bag and just throw it in my freezer. So that's what I have in the pot so far. And I'm gonna add water. I always add cold water because you want everything to come up to temperature and take the time to begin to break down rather than hitting it right away with hot water. So I'll be adding cold water, but before I do that, I thought I would show you the other things that I add. So first off, I've got a whole bunch of garlic. Let me hold that out of the way. Again, this is our local farmer, Bear Creek. Anytime you can get locally grown, organic grown, makes such a difference in not only the quality of the nutrients that you're putting in your body, but also the flavors. So, and these are nubs of ginger. So I'm throwing like 4 of those in. I'm gonna do let's see, this is about a teaspoon. I'm gonna do 2 of these to begin with, and then as it begins to heat up and breaks down, I will taste it and add as I go. For that, this is a really important one. This is apple cider vinegar, and this is important because it allows those bones that I mentioned that are so important as far as the nutrition to break down and get all of the collagen and everything out of it. So this is a tablespoon, and I will do about 2 tablespoons of this. No, okay, I lied. That seems small. That was a teaspoon. So I'm gonna do, this is a tablespoon. So I got new measuring spoons and I'm not very good at recognizing them. So I'll do about a tablespoon. All right, so that might be a little vinegary, but we'll see. And because it is flu and cold season and I want to maximize what I am putting in here as far as medicinal strength, this is turmeric. And so I'm going to add, let's see, what is this? This is a ½ teaspoon. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of turmeric powder to it. And last but not least, I will add some black pepper because we love us some black pepper. This is a 3/4 of a teaspoon. It's whatever I grab off of the counter with my new thing. Again, with the salt and the pepper, start out with what I started out with, and then as it begins to cook up, I will add more salt and pepper to taste. And that is it. As I said, I will fill this pot with cold water. You can't see because my kitchen sink, which is just a utility sink, doesn't quite reach. But I'll fill it with cold water. I will put it on the stove at a high temperature and bring it to a slight boil. You don't want a hard boil. And then you're going to turn it down and you're going to simmer it. I simmer it for at least 24 hours. I am, just a little side secret note, as I mentioned, there's quite a bit of meat left on this carcass. And so what I'm going to do is about in 20 minutes, as it heats up, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to pull some chicken off of it, and that is going to be our dinner tonight. We're going to have chicken Caesar salad. So that's the way that I squeak out one last meal, and then I'll put all of the leftover carcass and bones back in here to stew for the next 24 hours. I think that's it. Again, it is chicken bone broth. I try to make this once a week, and I try to also make a batch of my beef bone broth. Great to have both of those around, and now that I've got my canning machine, I had one, but it didn't work when we ordered it. New one has arrived. So that is another thing that I'm going to be taking on and sharing with you all, is my experience in learning how to can, because my dream is to have shelves of food that are made by me with the shit that I know heals me, that are ready to go, so that I don't have the pressure of constantly doing this. Although I probably will continue it, because I love the flow of making a roasted chicken once a week, because there's a bunch of different meals that I can make out of it, from soups to salads. So yeah, that's it. Hope everybody is doing well. Bye, guys.